going on, the friends? My name is M228 and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we opened up a very strange path over to in this graveyard, and it revealed a secret staircase. And now in this part, we are going to head inside to see what we got in store for us. So we're going inside. Oh! Welcome to the Color Dungeon. This is the Color Dungeon. We're the Color Guard. You'll need magic power to get anywhere in here. Say the word and we'll summon you some. So if you don't have magic power, you can't complete this dungeon. That's what they're implying. But we do have magic power, so we're going inside. Yeah, those guys are weird. But you can get magic powder from these little pots over here. If you ever need a powder. So this dungeon is completely optional. This is a dungeon added exclusively to Link's Awakening Deluxe for the Game Boy Color. It was in the original Link's Awakening, but because the original Link's Awakening had no color, you cannot access the dungeon. Basically, in the beginning of the dungeon, in the original version, there's a little quiz that you have to solve, and it's like red is blue, blue is red, or no, red is red, blue is blue. What color am I, or something kind of crazy like that. You know, of course, you're not taking the quiz this time. But in the original version, that was the case. And the thing is, if you know what their colors are, even without knowing what the color, even like without having the color palettes, it's still impossible. The game checked to see if you have the color palettes. So it's like if you turn off color palettes in Link's Awakening Deluxe for the Game Boy Color, then it actually does not let you take on the color dungeon, even if you know what they are, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, it's inaccessible in the original Link's Awakening, and then Link's Awakening Deluxe. That's when you can actually do it. So that's pretty cool. So the gimmick of Color Dungeon is that you have to. A lot of the puzzles are based on what color things are. Like in this room right here, you have to match all. You have to make sure all the colors are the same. It doesn't have to be specifically blue. I just made them blue because that's easier for me. And then you saw those little weird looking armor guys where you have to throw them in the respective color holes. So that's pretty interesting. And then now we have a mini boss. This guy is this is where you need magic powder, and in the original version, this boss was super easy because you just mash powder and then you win. But they nerfed it. But you can actually use a sword in its little slime form, but not when it's in this little packet. And then you win. If you haven't figured that out, then you actually this fight can be really hard. If you actually run out of powder, I think you're just screwed. In Link's Awakening Deluxe, if you ran out of powder in that fight, then a fairy comes in with a powder drop, and you can actually you just use that and you just win like that, and it was pretty cool. I don't think they kept that, considering those guys in the beginning said that if you need powder, let me know. So some little nice things to note about that. Then we got those little bomb fairies. Those bomb fairies are annoying. Yeah. So now that we have a key, and the nightmare key, we can go ahead and head over here. What a greedy fool! You want more power? A buffoon like you might as well give up and go home. Alright, so yeah, this guy is... Ooh, okay. He has these fallen rocks. You have to avoid them. Otherwise you have to just keep hitting him. If you don't jump when he's jumping, he will stun you, and it's annoying, like that right there. But he's not hard. Just all you gotta do is keep hitting him. You can take a lot of damage, but as long as you have a lot of hearts, it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, we gotta go ahead and hit this switch right here. Get yourself a key. Well, to the next room. We do need a key. Okay, so this room is what we call the bingo room. This room sucks real hard. You have to throw these guys in the right hole, of course the right hole, but sometimes it can be a pain. And they actually changed this room a little bit. So there's actually a yellow one. There used to be 2 reds and 2 blues, but now they got a yellow one just to spice things up a bit. But yeah, not terribly difficult, thankfully. So there we go. And of course, these enemies come back. Oh, that was annoying. Okay, this room's complicated. Hit this, hit that, and hit that. There we go. Alright, and let's go ahead and use our last key. And you're supposed to hit that switch, but yeah, very good dungeon design right here. And then we're at the boss. This is safe. I'm safe. Ooh, hard hit beetle. That's the name of the boss. I never knew that. Alright, so all you gotta do is just keep hitting him, and that's really it. Step back, take your time. Oh now we got enemies, and we win. Well, that was a boss fight. That fight was really annoying in the original game, but not this time. Welcome, someone. I admire you for coming this far. I will give you the power of color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Which power do you want? So, you have a choice between red or blue mail. These are armor upgrades for the duration of the game. So, red means red. You can do twice as much damage to enemies, and then blue mail you get double defense. So making it harder to die. I'm a fan of blue mail because it looks nicer, but this time I'm gonna choose red mail. I chose blue mail in my original playthrough of Link's Awakening Deluxe, so I think I should probably show off red tunic. Plus, with the extra health in this game, it makes it kind of hard to die, so we're probably not gonna take advantage of that. And so with that, we're out. Alright, and so just to demonstrate this, oh yeah, with also a red tunic, enemies get knocked back further. Just like that. It looks pretty cool sometimes, but it can kind of throw things off in combat if you're not used to it. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. We did the Color Dungeon, which is a completely optional dungeon. It's very cool. And next time, we're going to make your way to Dungeon 4. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.